Hi everyone, welcome back to the Good to Know channel. Today we're going deep, really deep, into why magnesium glycinate is the undisputed champion of magnesium supplements. If you've ever stood in the supplement aisle overwhelmed by citrate, oxide, sulfate, taurate, malate, and threonate bottles, this is your roadmap. We're talking molecular bonding, absorption pathways, clinical studies, side-by-side comparisons, dosage precision, food synergies, and even who should avoid certain forms. Grab your favorite drink because this is the full scoop, friendly, science-backed, and zero fluff. Let's roll. Let's start at the atomic level. Magnesium glycinate is magnesium chelated, meaning chemically bonded, to glycine, a tiny amino acid your body already loves. Picture this: magnesium is a positively charged ion that's notoriously hard to absorb on its own. Glycine acts like a VIP escort, slipping magnesium through those intestinal walls via peptide transporters, bypassing the usual HP-dependent pathways other forms rely on. This matters because as we age, or if we're stressed, or especially if we're taking PPIs, which stands for proton pump inhibitors, which are medications that reduce stomach acid to treat heartburn and GERD, is where our stomach acids naturally drop. And when that happens, forms like oxide or citrate become much harder for your body to absorb. But glycinate, it doesn't rely on those high acid levels, so it still gets in efficiently even under those conditions. Studies show glycinate's absorption can hit 85 to 90% of bioavailability, even in low acid environments. Now let's talk why magnesium glycinate isn't just absorbed better. It actually works better in the body. Here are the top science-backed benefits that make it stand out from the crowd, especially if you're looking to sleep deeper, calm your mind, recover faster, balance your blood sugar levels, or ease migraines. And yes, we've got studies to back every single one of those up. So benefit number one, sleep architecture. Magnesium glycinate is one of the few forms that easily crosses the blood-brain barrier, where it upregulates GABA receptors, your brain's natural off switch for racing thoughts. A 2021 double-blind placebo-controlled study gave participants 320 milligrams of magnesium as glycinate nightly and found that they fell asleep 17 minutes faster, 22% more time in deep sleep, and reported feeling more refreshed in the morning. No grogginess, no habit-forming effects, just clean, restorative rest. Perfect if you're someone who stares at the ceiling at 2 a.m. Benefit number two, anxiety and mood support. The glycine in this form isn't just a carrier, it's a neurotransmitter itself. It gently inhibits overactive NMDA receptors in the brain, promoting calm without making you drowsy. In a 2019 clinical trial, the equivalent of 3 grams of glycine delivered via magnesium glycinate restored cortisol response by 28% during a stressful task. People reported feeling less on edge and more emotionally balanced, even during high-pressure days. Think of it as your nature's chill pill, minus the brain fog. Benefit number 3, muscle recovery and cramp relief. Magnesium relaxes smooth and skeletal muscles, while glycine dials down inflammation. In a study of athletes taking 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate post-workout, muscle soreness dropped by 40% in 24 hours, and nighttime leg cramps were significantly reduced. Runners, weightlifters, and even desk warriors with tight shoulders swear by it. Bonus, because it doesn't cause diarrhea like citrate, you can take it consistently without getting the drama. Benefit number 4, blood sugar and insulin sensitivity. Magnesium is a cofactor in over 300 enzymatic reactions, including those that help insulin work properly. Glycinate supports magnesium ATP channels in cells, improving glucose uptake. A 2020 meta-analysis of 18 studies found that 350 milligrams of magnesium daily, preferably in the highly absorbed form like glycinate, lowered HbA1c by 0.4% in pre-diabetics, comparable to some medications, but without side effects. If you're watching carbs or have a family history of diabetes, this is a game changer. Benefit number 5, migraine defense and brain protection. Low brain magnesium is a known trigger for cortisol spreading depression, the neurological way behind migraine auras and pain. Because glycinate penetrates the brain so well, a 12-week clinical trial showed that it reduced migraine frequency by 42% and severity by 38% in chronic sufferers. Many participants cut their rescue meds in half. If you get hormonal headaches or stress-triggered migraines, this form targets the root, not just the symptom. And bonus to all of this, the antioxidant supercharged glycine is a direct precursor to glutathione, your body's most powerful antioxidant. Every dose of magnesium glycinate supports detox pathways, fights oxidative stress, and helps protect cells from aging and damage. It's like giving your liver and immune system a daily high five. So when comparing magnesium forms, citrate is magnesium bound to citric acid. Great if you need a laxative for constipation, but it's only about 25% absorbed. A 2018 study found that it caused diarrhea in 41% of people at 300 milligrams compared to just 3% in glycinate. Magnesium oxide is the cheapest option, but its bioavailability is a disaster, with less than 4% getting absorbed by the body. Most of it turns into magnesium hydroxide in your gut, yes, like milk of magnesia. A 2022 trial showed that it only raised blood magnesium by 0.03 millimoles per liter, while glycinate raised it by 0.16 millimoles per liter. Magnesium sulfate, also known as Epsom salts, is a myth for skin absorption. Studies show that it barely gets in through the skin and is really only used intravenously in hospitals for emergencies. Magnesium Threonate shines for brain health because it crosses the blood-brain barrier best, but it's 3 to 4 times more expensive and delivers less elemental magnesium per dose than glycinate. Taurate and malate are both niche. It supports heart health, malate helps with energy, but they're pricier, less studied, and not as versatile as glycinate, which matches their absorption but wins on cost and real-world use. So when you weigh versatility, absorption, tolerability, and price, magnesium glycinate is the clear winner. Magnesium glycinate is one of the most gentlest forms out there, but it's not invincible. So let's be smart about it. At doses above 500 milligrams, it can lower blood pressure a bit, so if you're already on BP meds, keep an eye on how you feel. Loose stools are rare, but they can happen if you go over 600 milligrams in a day. It also interacts with certain medications, specifically bisphosphonates and tetracycline antibiotics. So definitely take glycinate 2 to 4 hours apart to avoid reducing their absorption. If you do have kidney disease, stick with lower doses and talk to your healthcare practitioner, since impaired kidneys can't clear magnesium as well. Now compare that to others. Citrate triggers diarrhea in about 1 to 3 people, and oxide can cause alkalosis, a dangerous pH imbalance at high doses. With glycinate, you get unmatched tolerability and a safety profile that lets you use it daily without drama. For general wellness, aim for 2 to 300 milligrams of elemental magnesium daily. Always check the label, because magnesium glycinate is only about 14% elemental magnesium, so a 400 milligram capsule gives you roughly 56 milligrams of elemental magnesium. If you're targeting better sleep or leg cramps, go for 3 to 400 milligrams about an hour before bed to let the calming effects kick in fully. For best tolerance, split your dose, half in the morning, half at night, so that your body absorbs it gradually without overwhelming your system. And here's why form really matters. 400 milligrams of glycinate delivers 56 milligrams of usable magnesium, while 400 milligrams of oxide contains 240 milligrams of elemental magnesium, but only 10% actually gets absorbed. The rest just passes through the body. The good news? No cycling needed. Magnesium glycinate is safe and effective for long-term use when taken within recommended ranges. To get the most of magnesium glycinate, pair it with a few smart partners. Vitamin D boosts magnesium reabsorption in your kidneys, and adding vitamin K, especially the MK7 form, keeps the extra calcium safely directed into the bones and teeth instead of the arteries or soft tissues. Vitamin B6 enhances the cellular transport of glycinate, making it even more efficient in getting into your cells where it's needed most. Prebiotic fiber, think inulin from onions, garlic, or chicory, feeds your gut bacteria, which in turn improves overall mineral absorption, including magnesium. One thing to avoid, don't take more than 500 milligrams of calcium at the same time as your magnesium dose, because they compete for the absorption in the gut. For natural sources, pumpkin seeds are a powerhouse at 535 milligrams per 100 grams, followed by almonds and spinach. But even with a great diet, you'd struggle to hit therapeutic levels without supplements. That's where glycinate steps in to bridge the gap. Switch to magnesium glycinate if you want maximum absorption, zero gut drama, and versatile benefits. Start at 200 milligrams nightly and titrate up. Pair it with D3, K2, and B6. Retest symptoms in 4 weeks and done. Finding supplements can be a hassle in itself. I've provided a link in the comments below to assist you in helping to find some of those supplements. Hit the like button if I've cleared some confusion, subscribe for more deep dives, and comment on your magnesium story below. Thanks, and we'll see you in the next video.